How's everyone going? Welcome back to the channel. Uh, episode 2, hopefully. I did take some people's suggestions, and I did queue for ranked this time. A lot of people said that it would be a lot more interesting if I just played rank, so I figured I have nothing to lose because the season's almost over, so I'll just play ranked even if it's even if I'm gonna do pretty bad. But we got jungle this time. That's pretty cool. It looks like we banned Odin and Thor, and they banned Yamoja, Perseph, and Heffer. He's an ADC main, but he's an Xbox account because he has a space. That must be difficult because it's way harder to aim and do like quick adjustments with the controller than it is with the keyboard and mouse. So I wonder how that is, like how difficult it is to mess around with it. So we're gonna go with Thanatos because Thanatos is a comfort pick for me. I play a lot of Thanatos back in the day. One of my most played gods. We'll play edgy. I play with Valkyrie like every time. So, I haven't played a ranked game. I haven't played any form of ranked game since Season 3. And before that was Season 1. Season 1 is when I used to still play on the team either. And then Season 3, I didn't play anything for Season 2. And then Season 3 I played Ranked Joust with me and my friend. Or me and my two friends. And one of them left every single game. And so we ended up like losing all 10 of our promos. We won a few of them, but it wasn't enough. Like, he would literally, like, we'd be winning and then he would just leave. And since it's a ranked game, you can't 2v3 when everyone there is like tryharding. So difficult. So we ended up losing like 6 of our 10 promos. We all did like silver, and then we lost a few more games, went back down to bronze because we were so tilted. They have a hell solo? They might. They might actually have a hell solo. I'm not too familiar with hell solo. Last time I played Hell Conquest was 6 years ago? When did Hell get a recolor? Sugar and Spice? When did that happen? That was the last time I played Hell Conquest. Google it real quick. (2014). September of 2014 is when she got her skin. That was the date that I found. So, which I think for a while, Hell was the only one without a recolor. So not everyone had skins when the game was still new, but everyone was like always getting something. And so for a while, not everyone had recolors, but then everyone got them. But I think Hell and like 2 other people just didn't have them. Is it a Hell jungle? Um, I mean, Chalk Jungle, maybe. You blink ult. Yo, so if you blink ulted, he would have the 50% mitigation from his ultimate, in addition to the upgraded blink's 15% damage reduction for 2 seconds. So he would have either 65% damage reduction, or he would have 15% of the already halved damage. Which would debatably be more, right?
The stalker of the night, and the rider of the dark winds.
So Thoth is like really safe. So hopefully our mid lane didn't struggle too much.
Okay. It all falls into place. Enemy missing middle.
Alright, so I'm probably gonna edit this one a little bit more. I'm definitely gonna have like moments of quiet where I'm just staring at the minimap while walking around to my camps. There are all in right lane, so yeah, so Hell's their jungle, and I'm already ahead.
Ooh, it's getting started.
Your left tower is under attack.
An enemy has been slain.
That was quite extraordinary.
Try for a sec.
Not a chance.
could ult, but I don't think he'd get much from it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it would kill. So.
Okay.
What I see, all shall fear my blade.
Be careful left. Enemy missing middle.
Underworld awaits.
Thanks. You rock.
Thanks, you are
Yes,
exemplary.
you rock. Your left tower is under attack.
Hungers. All shall fear my blade. Ultimate is ready. All men must die. Attack!
You were so
They looking shook.
So they're not much of a threat to me, so I could probably take this if it's up. Unfortunate.
Jeez, let me try for a sec. Not today. There'll be ghosts.
enemy missing middle.
It's my turn. Don't get salty.
Death. Enemy ultimate down.
Alright, so we got Hell's Beads there.
Your left tower is under attack.
We got that. Discordia got that, cool. So Hell didn't get it. So Hell's still pretty far behind me. Like, the only reason she's not, like, super far behind me, like, gold-wise, is because, like, Chalk has gotten every version of his,
Your middle enemy missing middle.
the Tiki thing.
Side, it hungers.
Enemy missing middle.
It all falls into place.
Enemy missing right. Enemies in the right jungle.
No time.
Retreat. Be careful.
On my way. My side, it hungers.
Line 'em up and knock 'em down.
Alright.
Ooh, come on, team.
So I've been really quiet, sorry. I've been, like, focusing because it's a ranked game, but I really don't need to. It's not too much different than, like, my normal game. So. Right lane is doing really well, and I think it's because of the team comp. Ganesh is, like, very powerful. But against, like, Sylvanas and Hao Yi, like, Rama is not super strong. Because, like, Rama's gimmicks and stuff don't really affect Ganesh, or, sorry, don't really affect, like, Sylvanas or any of that, so.
Enemy missing right.
Damn. That was a bad play on my part. That was just a waste.
It's a trap. All men must die.
What the fuck? My scythe went through him, bro. I swear that scythe hit, dude. Also, that ping, like, messed me up. I meant to fire my ult, but it pinged instead. And so I just, like, landed on the ground. Like, way after I wanted to. I didn't want to right-click, because I didn't want it to, like, cancel my ult before I got there. I didn't realize it was going to completely mess me up.
This item has power.
I mean, it's still ahead on Hell. I could probably still beat Hell in a 1v1. It just really depends, because like we were probably going to win that trade we had earlier, but Discordia ulted me and did her combo, and that's a lot of damage.
Be right back.
What I see dies.
Enemies in middle lane. Land refresh. Enemies incoming. On my way. In the left jungle.
A really bad fight.
On my way.
It's alright, there's still my bang.
Be careful now. No wickedness stops here.
Like, Thoth stopped rotating. He just, like, walked off.
They looking shook.
Like, we were, like, I ulted in probably a little too late, but I at least tried to save Osiris, and Thoth was with me, like, poking with his one. And then he, like, didn't follow up afterwards. Could really feel like, if he was with me, he probably wouldn't have focused double ult on me. Or not double ult, I think only Ganesh ulted. But, like, Rain and Ganesh ult, that's, like, slow cap. And so much damage.
Coming for you. All shall fear my blade.
Thanks.
My side, it hungers. It all falls into place. All shall fear my blade.
Careful left. Enemies incoming left. Retreat left lane.
My side, it hungers.
Because of the way we heal off minions, we can, like, instantly keep, like, constantly keep Sent to Death on.
On my way.
Be careful right.
Men must die.
Retreat right
We're
lane.
flexing on them now. An ally has been slain.
Save yourself.
I think we win late game, though. Because they're all magical, essentially. So, like... Like, they have Chalk and Rom, but I feel like we'll be, We'll be fine late game. You'll carry each fight if you group with me. That's not how that works. You were single target damage in tower, yeah. But I mean, like, it's called a team fight for a reason. Usually it's mid lane that does all the carrying because they're the ones that do like the AoE nukes and shit. I need a little bit more gold.
What I see dies. My side, it hungers.
Yeah, she just did rotation.
Enemies incoming right. Cancel that. Enemies in middle lane. Enemies spotted. Retreat middle lane. Gank middle lane.
On my way.
I'll gank.
My side, it hungers.
Careful left. Be right back. Your left tower is under attack. I'm great.
Line them up and knock them down.
It is not possible. Your right tower is under attack.
On my way.
Where do you think your middle tower is under attack? Let's take a
Alright, we'll get Pyromancer, which gives us like the boost out of towers and base.
Your right tower is under attack. Be right back. That middle tower is under attack. I cannot no one can defeat me.
What? That spread to me? I feel like I was far enough away from that.
Skipping school for this?
Have fun. Oh, it's only a flesh wound.
I do feel like I was far enough away from that.
Middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower didn't stand too bad. Your middle tower is under attack. Retreat right lane. It's a trap.
Probably gonna go Aegis on that team comp. I don't think beads will do much for me because they have a lot of prolonged CC. You know what I mean? Like if I beads, like I'm probably still gonna end up getting silenced or the insane CC from Chakra Rain and stuff like that. I'm probably better off going Aegis.
Line them up and knock them down.
Ah,
We may fall, but we still stand.
I did not grant you passage. Save yourself.
yeah, the protection shred slow and stuff like that from Ganesh was pretty intense. You know, for our Osiris being, he said he was counterpicked. I don't know if that's necessarily true. I feel like Chalk's just a stronger warrior than Osiris. But like Osiris can ult Chalk and Chalk can't really do anything. Like the only real counter Chalk has to Osiris is 30% movement and attack speed slow.
Enemy missing left. Retreat left lane. Retreat left lane.
Otherwise, doesn't Chalk lose?
Cause Chalk really doesn't do that much damage if you think about his kit. It's more about like he has deceptively strong basic attacks. And he has like really good poke because he can poke for free, and then if he has his passive up, which makes it free, he gets in a reduced cooldown.
Fire giant.
Ooh, that was a really good Aegis. That was a really good Aegis on her part. Kind of surprised though, because can you Aegis while you're... I mean, I guess it's only a second silence. Like only 1 second duration. That was really clean though. I gotta admit that was really clean. We're not doing super, like, well. Like, we're not doing bad on our team. But, like, we're definitely not a major reason we're winning, I would say. We're, like, we're there, you know? Like, we're participating.
That's our level of...
Ooh. They must have had wards, or he just got really lucky. So where did Osiris spot Ankh when he's Osiris? Like, you have Contagion, and then you have your ult. Alright, so how ye starting to rant? Earlier, Osiris was starting. Play off of you. That's not how team games work, dude.
Yes. On my way. No one can defeat me.
It's alright, they're still my bae.
The day of judgment is nigh. Careful. Be right back. Retreat.
This is why you guys are in plat. I'm in qualifiers.
Is under attack. The day of judgment is nigh.
How you is one of those players that like people don't play ranked because of? Like he's super disillusioned and he thinks that if we just blindly follow him, we'll just start winning. When like their team's ahead, their solo lane won. Like we have objective in solo lane. But like he lost like lane and he's not doing super great. Like I get wanting to like win, and so you know you say a lot of like, let's do this or like let's do that, but you're not top damage. The only reason you have top kill is because you know you're like how you just ult or you just ricochet in the jungle and you get like easy shit. Just gotta ult. You know, that's just a real bad place for me to be. Not gonna lie.
Looking shook.
Let's heal off that real quick.
Okay.
I feel like the more positive. So as someone who like doesn't play rank because rank is really boring to me. Did you actually steal that? No. Rank's really boring to me because of the toxicity. So I feel like one of the best things you can do is keep mentally positive. And I know that sounds like, you know, some stupid shit, but you know what I mean by like stay mentally positive. Sorry, I was reading that in chat. I think like if you stay mentally positive, like this Hao Yi, like he's very tilting right now because he's just spamming in chat how it's all like our fault, we're not winning because we're not doing whatever he wants or whatever he's talking about. If you just kind of like maintain your lane, like what I'm doing right now, I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to keep clear on minion wave, or not minion wave, camps. Trying to just stay not. I don't want to be bottom. You know what I mean? Like as long as I'm not bottom, I'm happy. And if I was bottom, as long as I'm not feeding my brains out and like I get the executes off or I get, you know, my death scythe damage, that's fine. I probably waited a little bit too long to get anti-heal, but that's on me. She's probably not by herself though. Alright. We do have our ultimate, but at this point, we're basically just like ult for the stun. Ring Death doesn't do that much damage, and we got a lot of healing on their team. This is the primal one. This gives us like damage to minions. I think it's like 7% permanent damage and it stacks up to 21%. I wish we got the red one. The Oni, it's like it gives your minions a passive bonus. It makes your minions stronger. Ooh. I just leave. Because like, they got their Phoenix buffing them. Like, they have a good hold ground. We should go buy our shifter shield real quick. That'll give us a big damage boost. And then we can sell assassins. They have a lot of magical, so we could sell it for like a Genji's. Genji's is really strong. Yeah, that's a bad plan, because I will just die. If I ult in and they're not getting executed, they will just turn and look at me, and I will cease to exist. So, like, no, Howie, I will not ult in when Osiris ults in. That's a bad time, bro. Like, I get your concept of, like, I need to go in when he goes in to deal damage, but if I ult in, I'm dead. It was, like, such a not super smart idea. for me to just ult into fights. Like, if I were to ult in there, I would totally die. None of them would have been executed. Yeah, I missed all my stuff. That was a really bad play by me.
Line 'em up and knock 'em down.
Thanks. Your right farewell attack. Your left tower is under attack.
Those minions won't kill our Phoenix, but that is a lot of damage. Let's get our Genji's guard. It's a lot of defense, since most of their damage is magical. And then last item, Heartseeker. We need another 800 to buy Elixir. And then we sell boots, I think, for 1200. It's like 1160 or something. Some weird number like that. And then, then Heartseeker is really expensive. If we get to finish Heartseeker, then we'll definitely be able to just go in. Rama's in the air.
Retreat. Yes. Fight my way.
Heal off that.
An enemy has been slain. Line 'em up and knock 'em down.
Attack middle lane. Middle lane.
Slap that.
Ooh, that lifesteal though, bro. That lifesteal. Not enough, but better than none. What's it? It's no assy, but 80 health of minion's pretty good, not gonna lie.
Your team has destroyed a middle enemy Phoenix.
I'm not so sure it's gonna be game, because like I got a lot of health on that. For us to take down quick.
Come on, team.
Yeah, we kind of got a good score to the end there. We got ahead on gold, second highest gold in the game. Second highest gold in the game. I think we had most kills in the game because of execute. We stole like 4 kills.
Poor Osiris, dude. We'd gank him, and I wouldn't mean to like execute, but he'd kill him and get him to execute. It's like, well, I have no option but to steal. Yo, my MMR just bugged out there, bud. Alright, I think that was a good game, guys. There was a lot of stuff I did wrong there.
God, we had lowest player damage. Well, okay, correction. We had really low player damage for our team, but we had almost more damage than half their team. We dealt more damage than Ram. Which then again, Rama is not very strong against Sylvanas and Hao Yi. So I don't blame him for kind of losing there. That's a rough team comp because like they have a better wave player than him. He can dash away, but you're still rooted. So if Sylvanas roots so many dashes, can't really get away. And then like Hao Yi can just stun him and deal more damage the lower health he has.
Hell Jungle was cool, but I don't think I would see that in a normal game. You know what I mean?
I feel like if I wasn't in qualifiers right now and playing with like probably a miragerie of players, like I'm pretty sure there was a bunch of like silvers, golds, and maybe like 1 or 2 diamond or bronze in that game. So I don't think in a higher elo game I would have seen a Hell Jungle. I mean, she didn't do that bad. She went 4 and 5, and like she did actually pressure me off, I think twice, but most of that was because Discordia came over, and then there was like her Nash right behind her. But I think that was overall that was a good game. I'm definitely gonna watch this video back. I'm still gonna upload it the way it is. I'm probably gonna edit like 1 or 2 parts out, just cut like a minute or 2 of silence. But this is definitely one of those games that really shows me the whole point of this whole series, which is me to upload so I can see like my flaws and look at them. I'm sure watching this, I'm gonna see a lot of like awkward pathing. I did notice that whenever I go to blue buff, I always go the long way around. And I think that's because in the old map, there wasn't that rock there, so my brain doesn't see it. You know what I mean? So I go the long way around. But I'm definitely going to watch this footage and kind of make some notes of where I fucked up.